Long ago, in the peaceful riverside town of Seri, two traveling merchants walked their separate paths, while a hidden story of honesty and greed quietly waited to unfold. The two merchants earned their living selling pots, pans, and handmade goods, and to avoid rivalry, they wisely divided the town between themselves. In a small clay house lived a poor little girl and her gentle grandmother, who owned very little but shared great love. One morning, the girl saw a merchant approaching and softly asked her grandmother for a bracelet, hoping for a small joy. With sadness in her eyes, the grandmother explained that they had no money, so the child suggested trading their old black plate instead. The greedy merchant examined the plate, scratched its surface, and secretly discovered bright gold beneath the soot. Hiding his excitement, he lied cruelly, saying the plate had no value, and walked away planning to return later for cheap. Later that day, an honest merchant arrived, and the grandmother offered him the same plate. The honest man immediately recognized its true worth and gently told them that all his goods and money together were less valuable than the plate. Moved by his truthfulness, the grandmother agreed to trade, and the merchant gave away everything he owned, keeping only a few coins for the ferry. Holding the golden plate carefully, the honest merchant hurried toward the river to continue his journey. Soon after, the greedy merchant returned, pretending kindness, but the grandmother calmly told him the plate was already gone. She looked at him quietly and reminded him that he had lied, and his heart filled with regret, not for dishonesty, but for lost profit. Consumed by anger and jealousy, the greedy merchant ran toward the river, desperate to reclaim what he had thrown away. Across the flowing water, the honest merchant stood peacefully on the ferry, carrying the treasure earned through truth. Unable to accept his loss, the greedy merchant collapsed near the riverbank, destroyed by his own hatred. Meanwhile, the honest merchant stepped onto the far shore, guided by peace and integrity. Back in their humble home, the grandmother and little girl smiled together, their lives gently improved by honesty. And so this timeless story teaches us that honesty brings peace, while greed brings ruin. Truly, honesty is always the best policy.